Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
And you've come out today and said that you'll box him for free. Are you being serious, Mike? You'll box him for free?
Yeah, I'm absolutely serious.
And you've come out today and said that you'll box him for free. Are you being serious, Mike? You'll box him for free?
Yeah, I'm absolutely serious.
Hey, it's the Empire. Jew Boxing Empire. Boxer Boxing. Now, man, you guys see Michael Hunter, man. He called out my boy, undefeated WBC British superstar fighter, Tyson Fury. Man. And he said he'll fight him for free. You guys heard the soundbite, man. Wild stuff from my boy, Michael Hunter. And, there's been a lot of fighters calling out my boy, Tyson Fury. And that, with that being said, man, a lot of people see that, with the whole glove gate thing going with Tyson Fury and his tempered gloves, a lot of people are calling him out. This is probably the first heavyweight champion in recent years that everyone wants to fight right away. I mean, I'm talking anybody. You got people like Lucas Brown calling out Tyson Fury. You got Robert Helenius calling out Tyson Fury. You got everyone who's anyone calling out Tyson Fury. F.A. Ajaba at Kabayel. You got a lot of top fighters calling out Tyson Fury. And with that being said, there's no fear for Tyson Fury. And it's wild because Tyson Fury walked down Deontay Wilder and stopped him, and he showed his knockout power. But with the glove situation, everyone's looking at it with a magnifying glass. They're looking at it with a magnifying glass and saying, "Is this guy really who people say he is?" Because people could tell you one thing, but if you see sketchy situations with your eyes and you see gloves flopping around, you can be like, "Nah, I can beat that guy." And Michael Hunter's so confident he beat Tyson Fury that he'll fight him for free, right? And this fight will most likely happen. Tyson Fury is applying for his license. Not too sure where he's gonna be fighting, but it looked like he's trying to make his British debut first again. And it's been a long amount of years before he fought in the UK to build this Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight, to build that fight he wants to have next. So we're going to see how the whole thing plays out, man. Michael Hunter is an extremely elite level fighter. Understand that there's a lot of big fights that he fought that people just didn't give him credit for until that fighter started beating other top opposition. What fighter am I talking about? Alexander Povetkin. Michael Hunter came out trying to knock out Alexander Povetkin early in the fight, and he seemingly wasted all of his energy early in that fight, and Alexander came back and started countering the guy, and he was able to take those punches exhausted by trying to knock out Alexander Povetkin. He weathered the storm. He was able to weather the storm and not only hang with Alexander Povetkin, but it hurt him. So, but that being said, man, they gave the guy a draw. A lot of people had him winning that fight, but the guy has a solid A1 chin, able to take clean counter shots from Alexander Povetkin and not get stopped like Dillian White, which is extremely big deal. So, man, that being said, that was his, asterisk in his career. That was his last fight, and he's looking to get back in the ring, man. He's looking to get back in the ring. We're gonna see how his career goes from here, man. But the guy, elite level fighter, extremely agile, extremely fast, extremely explosive. He's different from what we see in the heavyweight division today. He's not some tall, long guy who can box. He's not some tall power puncher. He's a short, compact, elite level, extreme athlete. So, I'm really high on Michael Hunter, man. I think he's a really big deal. There's just so many fights he has that are elite. And he definitely took the hard road. The guy has a high knockout ratio. The guy has 18 wins and 12 knockouts. But if you actually watch him fight, he has an extremely explosive style, right? The Alexander Usyk fight was a big deal too, right? I mean, I can go on and on breaking this guy's career down. But this guy understand that he is a big deal and he's gonna blow up in the heavyweight division. He just needs to certain fights to fight these guys to really give him the marquee name. And we're gonna see how his career moves from here. Tyson Fury, I think, is a phenomenal fight for Michael Hunter. Tyson Fury actually even said that his toughest fight was Steve Cunningham, and he still says that to this day. So smaller fighters, the more agile fighters, the people who can move, those give Tyson Fury problems. Because what happens when Tyson Fury fights someone who's just as good at doing what he's doing? Tyson Fury has been looking good against fighters who haven't been able to move as good as him because that's his style. But what happens when Tyson Fury fights someone he moves just as good as him, if not better? Who's a shorter fighter who can just get in and out and throw punches? Those fighters give him problems, like a Steve Cunningham. So we're gonna see this whole Michael Hunter Tyson Fury situation. It would be an extreme style dynamic, and I'll be down to see it. And this is one of the better fights that Tyson Fury could fight. That's a question mark. I wouldn't know who would not fight. I just wouldn't know who would not fight. And we're seeing Deontay Wilder get walked down by Tyson Fury. I'm positive Michael Hunter will work on his foot movement so he won't get walked down by a so-called bigger fighter in Tyson Fury. But yeah, man, I mean, fighting for free. I mean, what else could you want from a guy? There's no ducking. There's no nothing. He went on a big platform and said, yeah, listen, I'll fight this guy for free. Anyway, man, let me know how you guys feel about my boy Michael Hunter and Tyson Fury. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Empire. Peace.